know how the conservatives, culturally and socially speaking, say, oh, there's the natural way and there's the normal way and what God intended. Well, here's the bummer for them. It turns out the natural way is not one man and one woman. Forget the gay, the bisexual, the unipolar, the bipolar, whatever's going on that side, on that issue. But monogamy, staying one man and one woman married for their whole lives without any extra marital affairs, is definitively not the norm in the animal kingdom. And that includes us. I don't know if you know this, but we're animals. A lot of people forget that because we wear these suits, right? But the reality is you take it off, you got a hairy chest, you got a big gut, you got cock, balls, you got an ass, okay? You go to the bathroom every day. I mean, we have birth, as we talked about last week on the show, grows inside your uterus and then comes out your vagina. We're animals, right? We're part of the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, 10 to 70% of the kids raised in pair-bonded relationships, you know, what we would call marriage, 10 to 70% are sired by another man, not the man in the relationship.